Good morning and welcome. I'm Celeste and this is my YouTube channel, Celeste Creates. Welcome to FlossTube number 50. It is Friday, March 17th, 2023. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for joining me today to talk a little bit about cross stitch. I think it's been about a month since my last video. We've had lots of basketball finishing up and a couple of spring breaks. My daughter was home last week for her spring break, and one of my sons is gone this week for some basketball. And we had some really warm weather last week, but got to make it to the beach and it was beautiful. And now today it is super cold. Well, super cold for us here. But anyway, I am so glad to be back with you. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you'll subscribe and comment and find something here to inspire you. And if you are a returning viewer, I'm so glad you're here. You keep coming back every time, even when I don't make one every 2 weeks, you come back, and I'm so thankful for that. So let's get started. Like I said, it's FlossTube number 50. I am almost at 8,000 subscribers, so that's exciting and lots of fun. And I've got lots to show you today that I've been busy with. Been a little bit more of a monogamous stitcher lately, so I not really take a project and then work on it till I finish it, but maybe it's more that I'm spending more time on one project before I move on to another. So I've been enjoying it very much, and of course working on what I feel like when I feel like it, and starting some things and getting inspired. I know told Kim, the Contented Needleworker Kim, that she got me all inspired to do all things pink as she was picking out her for her 60th birthday year. And I love pink too. I love blue, I love pink, I love red, but really love blue and pink. Anyway, so she had me pulling out stuff that I wanted to stitch that was pink, so I'll show you some of that today. And so anyway, let's get started. I had a great finish since I last saw you, because way back when, I think, maybe not that long ago, in January, I started it with April and Kim only, but we started Clemence Jauneau from what's her name, Color Tourterelle, Creative Poppy. You can get her charts, and this is the chart we started. I'll insert a picture here, Clemence, and let me put a picture here. So the whole sampler is absolutely beautiful, but I really wanted to stitch just that center portion with the nest, that center circular portion with the nest and the birds and the flowers around it. It's just so beautiful. I think I'd like to come back and stitch a few of those birds as smalls, because they're just so pretty as well. And I love birds. I love birds like Kim does. And I've always loved birds. My mom loved birds. I love watching birds. I've always been attracted to quilting fabric that had birds on it. So this is perfect. So I did finish, was it early this week? Yeah, I finished Clemence, and I'm super excited to have her done. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that. It was such an enjoyable chart to stitch, so different from any other sampler I've done, or small, or anything like that. Somebody commented, it's just like you're painting with thread, and I think that was so true. And it just was kind of addictive and hard to put down, because you were kind of looking at, okay, where can I go next with this color? What's next over here? It was just so much fun to stitch, and I just love it so much. Pull back so maybe you can see the linen a little better. Isn't this a gorgeous piece of linen? Again, from my absolute favorite linen dyer, my friend Laura, who is Tropical Stitches. Beautiful, beautiful linen. This actually is called, this was a mystery linen from her that was not labeled. 36 count mystery linen that I bought from her that didn't have a name. And it's just beautiful. So that is done, and I'm so excited. And maybe later this afternoon or this weekend we'll get it framed, because last week when my daughter was home, we made a trip to our favorite antique mall, and I wasn't sure what I'd find or if I'd find anything to frame this one with, but I happened upon this for I think $8, $9. Is that not perfect? It had somebody's, you know, hand painted piece in it, and look at that. So it's got a little bit of green. I'm not sure if I want to do anything to it. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and because it's a square, so that's kind of nice. I don't have to, I frame it as this, or I lace it as a square. I think I'm going to go ahead and frame it just as it is and put it on the wall and see what I think. And if it's bugging me or I feel like I want to add some darker decor wax to it, I can take it apart and do that. So let's kind of give you an idea what it's going to look like in there. It's going to be really pretty. So I'll give you kind of an idea. Oh, I just think that's amazing. And so cool. I totally wasn't expecting to find something so perfect, but I even kind of like the color right now. I'm not sure I'm going to change it. So I'm going to frame it as is and put it on the wall and see what I think. Isn't that exciting? So that is a finish and hopefully a really soon FFO, because I'd like to get that on the wall. Maybe today. Sometimes when you do these videos, you kind of get like, oh, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to get that done. So another finish I had was a super cute, let me grab it. Okay, so here's the chart. I have both of them. This one's called Just Hatched. There's another one, I can't remember if it's called the same thing or not. But this prairie schooler, me who said I wouldn't stitch any more prairie schooler, never say never. I got this one and it's friend from someone on eBay. So this one's called Just Hatched, and I wanted to do this little egg here first. I'd like to do all of them, but wanted to at least get this one done this year to go in my little chick display that I have out right now. And if I have time before Easter, I might get that bunny done, but we'll see. So I used the called for DMC and a piece of scrap, might be flax or whatever I did. Something on it was just a scrap, and there's my sweet little chickies. They're cute. So I'm going to finish this in that egg shape like it shows on the front here. And yeah, super excited to have that one done. That was a really quick little stitch and a lot of fun. So I enjoyed that. Okay, so those are finishes. What else have I been working on? I think I started this and showed it to you in my last FlossTube because I was talking about all of the Bridget Power that I wanted to start and how pretty they were. And I had chosen to start this beautiful one called Faith of the Heart. Clear there. Ooh, so pretty. So I decided I would start this one, and so I think I showed it to you last time. Here's the colors. Really, really pretty. I changed the colors, and I think some of you have emailed me or messaged me, and I sent you my conversion that I changed. So it would be a little more blue and pink and red and a little less orangey. So I changed some colors there, and then this is being stitched on a 36 count piece of what's called Platina from Tropical Stitches. Really beautiful. And here's my progress so far. Kind of see the linen back here maybe. Let me see if I can show you the whole thing. Pretty. Kind of cloudy and rainy here today, so sorry if the lighting is not quite what it should be. Isn't it pretty? So I'm really happy with my color changes. I'm really enjoying working on this one. And so I've spent some time working on that. Again, that's called Faith of the Heart from With by Needle and Thread by Bridget Power. Love it. So we'll continue. That's kind of my upstairs project right now. So I have this stitching chair here. I don't stitch here as often, but especially when the kids are up here doing school or something like that, I usually have a project up here that I'm working on as well. So after I finished the little egg that was up here, I worked on that. So then I felt inspired to work a day or two. I didn't spend very long on Stacy Nash Rabbit Hollow Farm. sampler. So cute. I love this one. These are the colors. These are all the called for. Not very many. Really pretty colors. Am I missing one? I don't think I am. I think I'm all over it. No, I think that's all the colors. Okay. That's all my colors. And here is what it looks like so far. Really, really sweet sampler. I'm stitching this on 40 count straw. And I love how it's turning out. I think the lighting is a little hard today. I think you can see that. Really cute. Little more challenging. 40 count is not my sweet spot. I really prefer 36, but I am doing it, and I'm enjoying that one too. It's really sweet. And then the other thing that I have been working on this week, my friend Chrissy and I decided to start a sampler, and it is a beautiful sampler by GGR. So we ordered the chart and got our DMC and started on Monday, I think, or Sunday. This is GGR. It is Bridget Power 1840. Of course, the photo there is the original. So, so pretty. If you look on Instagram, you can see a few who have finished it, and it is just gorgeous. So for the longest time, I thought I'm just going to get it and stitch this basket of flowers up here. But as a Catholic, this really has a lot of meaning to me, and it's beautiful too. So we just decided we're going to go ahead and stitch the whole thing. So I'm really excited about that. I am using all of the DMC, and I'm usually a top left starter, but this time I started right in the middle because I thought, well, if I start in the middle, then I can work up and get to the basket and do some flowers if I want to, or I can come down and work on this. So that just kind of gave me a couple options there. So it is absolutely beautiful, and I have really been enjoying stitching it this week. Here are all of the beautiful DMC, beautiful colors. Oh, pretty. And I'm stitching this on a piece of Tropical Stitches, 36 count. It's called Eleonora. It looks like Eleonora, but I guess it's Eleonora. It's a beautiful color, and I don't have it all correct. Okay, there we go. Beautiful color. Now it's really looking bright right there, but it's not. Look how much I've gotten done. Isn't that exciting? There's some decent over one in this, but I am good for it. It's really going faster than I thought it would, and I'm really enjoying stitching it very much. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Bridget Power. I think I'm going to finish this over here, and then I might come up and work on the basket a little bit. So I think I'm going to work on that still some more today. So I'm really enjoying that. So I think that's everything that I have either worked on and finished or just been working on since I last saw you. So next, I guess I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a couple things I got and some plans, and I do have a giveaway at the end. So I told you that Kim had inspired me to work on some pink things, and so that I have pulled some of those. One of the charts I don't have yet. I'm waiting for it and a few colors for another chart to come from 123 Stitch. And that chart is, I'll show you next time. But it's a beautiful one. But it's got pink in it. Is it Sarah Barker? Yes, Sarah Barker. I'll insert a picture of it here. It's got beautiful pinks. I know Kim has it, and I think she just finished it, and I could wait and borrow it from her, but I really wanted to have it. So I went ahead and bought that because the few little threads that I bought I needed from 123 Stitch just really, I didn't want to, like what we say, they shouldn't travel alone, right? Especially the poor little threads. They need something to protect them. So that's what I'm going to be working on. This is another one that I've had mostly kitted for a while from Cottage Garden Sampling, Strawberry Harvest. I want to work on that. So that is enough. I just have a few colors stuffed in there, but I think I have the rest of the colors somewhere. Then Annie, the Proper Stitcher, she messaged me and a couple of other friends and wanted to see if I was interested in participating in a stitch along, I think in April, for this new chart from JBW Designs, Eliza's French Birds, 1849. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. So, so pretty. Look at those pink. I love that. So I am going to stitch this. Got some threads pulled, and the rest of the threads I think were the ones that were coming. And so when they're all here, I'll pick a piece of linen and then we will start that together. So please join us. I can't remember if Annie picked a hashtag for this one yet, but we'd love to have you join us. So I'm going to stitch that one. And I'm still waiting for my market order. I believe the one I ordered, the person that I ordered it from said that there was one Stacy Nash chart that either they'd run out of or she wasn't able to get. And so she's waiting for that shipment. But like we've all said, I've got plenty to stitch. I am not hurting, and I can wait. I can wait for that to come. Okay, another thing I got this week, so exciting. I placed an order from Tropical Stitches for 2 pieces of linen, 2 fat quarters. I got 2 more colors that I hadn't already had in the past, so I do have a couple of favorites. I love Faustina. I did get a piece also of that Eleonora, and that was the one that I started Bridget Power on. I really love Eleonora, and that was going to be a great color. I have loved every single color that I have gotten from Laura, and just highly, highly recommend her linen. It is soft. It feels good. Her dyeing is beautiful. I'm just, over the moon. I told my friend, I said I could stitch on nothing but Tropical Stitches linen and be perfectly happy. Very happy indeed. So one of the colors I ordered was a beautiful piece called Presentation. Isn't that lovely? Gosh, it's pretty. So I can open it up a little bit more, and if it won't. Look at that. Woohoo. That's beautiful. So I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but it's beautiful and I'm super excited. Lovely, lovely piece. And then here's another one that I did not already have. This is called Honey Beach Sand. Isn't that pretty? Open that one up too. See a little bit more of it. How gorgeous. I just love it. So go and follow Tropical Stitches on Instagram. I'll have her information down below. And she has a wonderful website. And oftentimes on Instagram, she'll show some colors that she's just dyed that she'll have up for sale. I cannot recommend it enough. So let's keep Laura dyeing and busy and in business, right? So that'll be fun. Let's see, a couple other plans. I am stitching pairs with my Saturday Stitcher friends in April or sometime now. I think we're going to finish them in April. I forget. And I can show you the one I'm going to do because mine is a freebie on the website Samplers in Santas. She has all kinds of really cute pairs that you can stitch for the different seasons. But I really liked that chart. It was Annie B's that put out the blue work pairs, and I know April is doing those, and she ordered that chart. I didn't feel like I wanted to order the chart, but I was interested in doing a blue pair. So this is free, Samplers and Santas. This pair, it's called Sampler Pair 3, and I am just going to do this pair in in blue. I'm going to pick a blue that I like and stitch it in blue, and then I'll have a blue pair. What I like about it looks like on Annie B's is that they are a 3-sided pair instead of a 2-sided pair. And I believe Vonna, the Twisted Stitcher, Vonna Pfeiffer, she just did a tutorial on YouTube about how to finish a pair. And I believe the tutorial shows it with just plain fabric, but you know, obviously you have two pieces of fabric and a stitched pair, and you can make this 3-dimensional pair. So I'm really interested in doing that and looking forward to stitching that. Another thing I want to mention to you is my fabulous sampler guild that I belong to. I spoke for them back in September. I did a monthly meeting for them and then like joined right away because they were awesome, and it was just what I had been looking for to belong to. So most of the time I have to drive to the other side of town for the meeting, but it's so worth it. It is such a great group. So we have in-person members. We also have members who are not in person. So if you are interested in the Willow Tree Sampler Guild, please look for my information down below. They have a Facebook page, and I think I am the one that might be starting an Instagram page as well, so we'll see. But join us. We have an excellent lineup of things happening this year that I'm really excited about. I won't get to make this March meeting, which is exciting. We have a special guest coming, but I'll be out of town with my son and my husband, and so I will miss that one, but I did order the sampler, or the little kit that is supposed to be going with the meeting. But we have some exciting things planned, and one of the things that was in our recent March newsletter was a mystery band sampler. So 12 of our members have signed up to design each a different piece of this band sampler that we'll get in our newsletter, one each month. And so we got our first one in our newsletter this month, and it's really, really pretty, and I'm super excited to be stitching this. And you know, I can do all of them, I can do part of them. If there's one I don't love, I can leave that one out. But this mystery band sampler is so cool. So I think it is 100 wide, and then each section will be 50 tall. 50 stitches tall. So I'm going to pick out my linen today, and because I really want to stitch that, and I'm excited about that. So each month we'll get a new piece to our mystery band sampler that one of our members has designed and charted. So super exciting. I'm really looking forward to doing that. So I actually have more stitching than I know what to do with, more plans than I know what to do with, and I'm having fun with it all. It's just awesome. So anyway, I'm just so thankful for this hobby, for quilting. You can see I've got another quilting something going up here. My friend Merritt was wanting to make sure that we work on our wool projects, so we may be doing like Wool Wednesdays, which I think is a great idea. I have a free project from Buttermilk Basin that I want to work on, and I've still been crocheting. I started a blanket, so you name it, I'm doing it. But what a blessed life I get to lead. So I have a giveaway. I have 2 giveaways today. So as I was thinking before the video and looking through the things that I wanted to give away, I was really thinking 2 things were on my mind. One was band samplers, because it kind of got me all excited about thinking about band samplers and how cool they are, and just different, and that I don't have anything like that I have stitched, or I don't have one as a whip so far. So the first giveaway, you're going to need to use the word band, B-A-N-D, and the charts that you could win if you use the word band. One is this really pretty sampler. Let me see if I can take that out. From Heartstring Samplery. This is called Rachel Holmes. That's really pretty. And it just makes me think spring, and it's a band sampler. I love all the designs. Really, really beautiful. Rachel Holmes. That's one of them. And then also with that one, because this is a band sampler as well, this is from Just Nan, and might be great because I know we have some strawberry stitching coming up, and this is called Strawberry Summer. And I love how it is stitched on that pink fabric. And that also is a band type sampler. So if you are interested in winning these two charts together, that's one giveaway right here. Please use the word band in your comment below. And remember, if you can, please subscribe to my channel and be over 18 and don't mention giveaway. You know the drill, right? And so then the other giveaway that I want to do, because I've been thinking about spring. It was so nice and warm here last week, and then it's got chilly again. But I think spring it's more or less here. Our trees are starting to green up. Things are starting to bloom. And so I've been really thinking about spring. And so I have two charts here for you if you use the word spring in your comment. One of them is this really, really cute chart called Abby's Needle Keep from Scattered Seed Samplers. The little bunny on it. Love that. So you do it as a needle keep or just do the bunny for spring. I love that. I like Scattered Seed Samplers. I have several of her bunnies and stitched 2 last year. Really enjoyed stitching those. So that one, plus this one's called a Spring Wool Pincushion and fob. And this is a chart, and there's also the wool that is included with it. Isn't that lovely? And it's called Spring. Make yourself a beautiful pincushion with that. So if you are interested in trying to win these, use the word spring in your comment. And these we're going to use band. All right. So I think that's all I have to share with you today. I am so glad that you came to join me. We are still working through our season of Lent here in the church, and Lent is always one of my favorite liturgical seasons of the year. I love the prayer and penance and just the not austerity, but just the feeling that it's a time to contemplate. It's a time to, as it says in scripture, rend your heart, not your garments, but just to really focus on clearing out all the cobwebs. You know, we kind of talk about, you know, in spring we do spring cleaning. Well, I need to do a Lenten cleaning of my soul. Think more deeply about ways that I need to reform my life in relationship to Christ. And I was reading in a book today. I have a beautiful book, which is I have 2 that she has written. Her name is Mother Mary Frances. She died in the last 10 years or so. But she was the abbess of a monastery in Roswell, New Mexico, and my husband's family has known her and these sisters for a very long time, these Poor Clare nuns. And so she's written... So Mother Mary Frances had written several books, and 2 of my favorites, well, one of them is called A Right to Be Mary, and it is about life in the convent of the Poor Clares. And then she had 2 books which were a compilation of her devotions, or, you know, little talks she would give to the nuns, and one is compiled for Advent and one for Lent. And so I was reading in her writings today for Lent and just thinking about ways that we, the psalm that talks about, you know, God will not take his love back from us, right? His love is constant and never failing, and we can't do anything to take he will always love us, right? But how ways that we take our love away from him, whether we're confronted with just a little, you know, roadblock during our day, or a little way where we have to be charitable and we aren't. And so just ways that, you know, we desire so much to love the Lord, and then these little ways that we kind of take that love back. And it was just really thought-provoking this morning. And so I love Lent, and that it's a really great time. Not that I don't do it all year, but that time to enter a little more deeply and really examine my heart and my soul, and what I can do to grow closer to him as we approach the Easter season. So it is just awesome here. We are doing well, and I'm praying for you, and I'm thankful that you were with me, and I look forward to seeing you the next time, hopefully not so long between videos, but I thank you for being so patient with me and still coming back anyway. So have a wonderful spring break or a couple of weeks as spring approaches, and before you know it, it will be Easter and we'll be celebrating. And so happy stitching, happy whatever you're doing, enjoy your time with your family, and I will see you again soon. Have a blessed couple of weeks. Bye.